Don Prudhomme has its own rivalry. Lee Shepherd, who has won the World Championship the last 3 years, and Bob Glidden, who had won it 5 consecutive years before that. We're looking at starting line shots of the two over the years in a variety of automobiles. And we look at the starting line, Don Prudhomme, because that seems to be where the excitement really is in pro stock.
Yeah, that's where it all really counts. These cars run so close, ET-wise, till the one-off start line usually has the race.
And the mechanics of staging, far more complicated than even a funny car, Don.
Yes, because you don't want to over-rev the engine, have too many RPMs, so therefore you don't want to be sitting there in the staging lights.
Well, one of the most memorable starting line duels between these two had to be the 1983 U.S. Nationals at Indianapolis. Now, Shepherd moved right up, hoping to force Glidden to the line. Glidden took his time for a change. Now, they're both pre-staged. Neither wants to move first because they'd both like to come in second and have the RPM at just the right point. Is there truly an advantage to staging last, Don?
Well, there is, and especially in Pro Stock's case. They're just trying to throw the other one's rhythm off, because reaction time, Steve, is really a critical situation here right now.
What a staging duel this was. They're both just sitting there pre-staged.
Yeah, Glidden is trying to force Shepherd's hand, and he did. Funny car racing, you can't do this. You just go up in a ball of smoke, you'd overheat the engine. Pro Stock case, they're okay.
So Glidden won the war on the starting line, but now the battle is down the quarter mile.
Yeah, it's head and head all the way.
But Bob Glidden in the far lane for Ford, and Indiana wins it, salvaging what otherwise was a marginal season. Lee Shepherd may have gone on to be the world champ, but Bob Glidden will long remember this win in front of the hometown fans at Indianapolis Raceway Park. The U.S. Nationals, the biggest drag race of them all, Bob Glidden was the Pro Stock champion.
Tremendous start. Both front ends are off. They left dead even. You know, these cars are difficult to drive. They might look a little easy, but some say they're even more difficult than funny cars.
Driver awfully busy in the cockpit, Don.
They sure are. They're shifting many times going down the course. They have a weight distribution that's completely different in our cars, and they're a little tough to handle.
Well, they were straight and strong on this particular day with Bob Glidden by half a fender.
I have never, ever at any drag race heard a crowd roar as they just did for you, Bob Glidden.
Great. Gosh damn it, Steve, we're so happy. I'll tell you, this, when you come through this mess, you beat the Kunzes and the Iaconios and the Shepherds, we're proud, not just of this, but the family, Etta, and the kids. I've got a kid that's got a leg, he can't even walk on it, and he's been out here working all weekend. Damn it, we're just tickled to death.
Reaction times were identical, but what was going on? A little staging battle.
You know, these guys break their backs. They nearly pass up their burnout to stage first, so hell with them. I'm going to let them stage first. I've got all the time in the world.
Well, you got a little revenge. Shepherd has beaten you a couple of times here over the last 5 years. Congratulations again to you, Etta, and the kids, and all of Indiana.
Thank you.
Steve, I think that's what makes the sport as big as it is today, the kind of rivalries that we have out there between these drivers.